From deep threes that leave defenders shaking their heads that send the sports world into a frenzy, Caitlin Clark has become a household name in women's basketball, and she's just getting started. Today, we're counting down 17 epic moments that have already cemented her as a legend. Number 17. In the 2022 NCAA tournament, Clark led Iowa to the Sweet 16 with 27 points and 8 assists against Kentucky. It wasn't just about scoring. Clark's ability to control the game was on full display. She showed once again that she's built for the big stage. Number 16. When Caitlin Clark and UConn star Paige Bueckers finally faced off in 2022, all eyes were on the game. While Iowa lost, Clark shined, putting up 25 points and 7 assists, and showing she could go toe-to-toe with the best. It was a showdown everyone was waiting for, and Clark proved she's in the conversation for the best of her generation. Number 15. How about scoring 33 points in just 15 minutes? That's exactly what Caitlin Clark did on December 22nd, 2021, against Evansville. She went 11 for 14 from the field and drained 8 three-pointers in just over a quarter of action. She didn't even need a full game to make her mark. Number 14. On February 5th, 2023, Caitlin Clark wasn't just scoring. She was dishing out assists left and right. She racked up 17 assists in a single game against Penn State, setting the Iowa school record for the most assists in a game. And guess what? She added 23 points for good measure. She's not just a scorer. She's one of the most dynamic playmakers the game has ever seen. Number 13. Against Indiana, one of the toughest defenses in the country, Caitlin Clark put up 41 points in a February 2023 showdown. Her deep-range shooting and ability to attack off the dribble left Indiana scrambling for answers. When the competition gets tougher, Clark only gets better. Number 12. Clark became the first player in Division I history to record consecutive 30-point triple-doubles in January 2022, achieving the feat against Nebraska and Minnesota. 2 games, 2 massive stat lines, and 2 more records to her name. She's not just a scorer. She's a playmaker, a rebounder, and a complete basketball player. Number 11. On February 5th, 2023, Clark set another Iowa record, this time for single-game assists, with 17 dimes in a blowout win over Penn State. It's one thing to score, but it's another to make your entire team better, and that's exactly what she does. Her court vision is next level. She doesn't just see the play, she creates it. Number 10. In the 2023 Big Ten championship game, Clark dropped 44 points on Ohio State, leading Iowa to a 105-72 victory. Her performance earned her Big Ten tournament MVP honors for the 2nd year in a row. She doesn't just show up for big games, she takes over big games. Number 9. Finally, we can't talk about Caitlin Clark without mentioning her iconic "You Can't See Me" celebration during the 2023 Elite Eight. After dropping a dagger three-pointer on Louisville, Clark channeled her inner John Cena, letting the world know, if you can't keep up, you just can't see her. The internet loved it, and so did we. Caitlin Clark? She's got game, and she's got swagger. Number 8. Caitlin Clark isn't just about single games. She's about consistent excellence. She won the Big Ten Player of the Year in both 2022 and 2023, leading the league in both scoring and assists for 2 consecutive seasons. Year after year, she proves she's the best player on the court. Number 7. On January 12th, 2023, Caitlin Clark put up a ridiculous 39-point triple-double against Wisconsin. Add in 14 assists and 10 rebounds, and you've got one of the most impressive stat lines in women's college basketball. She didn't just dominate in one category, she dominated in all of them. Number 6. Let's rewind to February 6th, 2022, when Caitlin Clark dropped a career-high 46 points against Michigan. And here's the kicker. This wasn't just a scoring barrage. She became the first player to score back-to-back 40-point games against ranked teams in NCAA history. She wasn't just out there shooting the ball. She was putting on a clinic against some of the toughest competition in the country. Number 5. In February 2023, Clark became the fastest player in Big Ten history to reach 2,000 career points, accomplishing the feat in just 75 games. This wasn't just any milestone. It was a record that placed her among the elite. To break a record like that in such a short time? Unbelievable. Number 4. Let's talk buzzer beaters. On December 9th, 2021, Clark hit a game-winning three to defeat Iowa State, securing a 75-72 win. She wasn't fazed by the clock, the pressure, or the defense. Clark was built for moments like these. When the game's on the line, who do you want with the ball? Easy answer. It's Caitlin Clark. Number 3. Caitlin Clark and her Iowa Hawkeyes took down the undefeated South Carolina in the 2023 Final Four. Clark dropped another 41 points, leading her team to a stunning upset against a squad that had won 42 straight games. This wasn't just an ordinary win. This was David slaying Goliath. With her fearless shooting and clutch playmaking, Clark showed the world she wasn't afraid to take down the best, and she proved that anyone can be beaten. Number 2. In the national championship game, Clark may not have taken home the title, but she still managed to break the NCAA tournament scoring record, putting up an incredible